Hey, you.
You there? Okay. I see you over there.
Okay, so when you're making chicken, are you A, putting salt and pepper and calling it a day? Or are you B, throwing everything but the kitchen sink? If you answered A, I'm sorry, baby, but you gotta go to jail. If you answered B, hey, at least you're not just putting salt and pepper, okay? Now that you're here, let me show you how chicken is done. Let's get started. In today's quarantine cooking recipe, you're going to need some chicken quarters, chicken thigh quarters. Now, please use thighs, don't use breasts because they are just flavorless. It takes 0.3 seconds to overcook them. Using chicken thighs will get you foolproof, juicy chicken. And if you also want juicy chicken, make sure to brine them. A brine is basically like a salty liquid that you keep your chicken in for about an hour or more. I put vinegar, salt, and a lemon, as you see me do here. Now, not only does this keep the chicken juicy, but it also gets rid of all that gaminess smell that chicken tend to have. So leave that for about 30 minutes. Now, for the star of the show, it's gonna be the marinade. You can use a food processor, a blender, or you know what, just use some elbow grease. Get that workout in and chop everything very finely. But you are gonna need some green onions or scallions, a serrano pepper. If you don't want that too spicy, you can remove the veins inside, but don't be a wimp. Put that in there along with some garlic, 5 to 6 cloves, and a bunch of parsley. And now we are going to put a tablespoon of red pepper paste. I'm going to link my recipe for that down in the description, or you can click on the eye that just appeared above your screen and click on that. If you don't have red pepper spray, you do not want pepper spray in there, girl. If you don't have the red pepper paste, you can absolutely use tomato paste. We just want that acidity. And now our spices and some olive oil just to give us a paste. You are going to blend that up. And this is what you should be looking at. Look at the color at that. It's going to give our chicken such a nice red color. And speaking of the chicken, I want you to make little slits so that our marinade can really penetrate in there and give us the flavor that we want. Why would you want to eat something that's not flavorful? Maybe the people who answered A in the beginning who only use salt and pepper for their food, but I'm just saying, you know, okay. Throw that in there, and now it's time to give your chicken some TLC, tender love and care. Massage that in there. Chicken thighs are known to have nooks and crannies, hidden spots, so really get in there with your hands and massage everything. Get that nice and right. And you are just gonna let it marinate for about 4 hours. And you also want to make sure to save about a tablespoon of the marinade because we are gonna put that on our potatoes and garlic and onions that we are gonna put in the pan as well. So 4 hours later, we are just gonna put those on the chicken. I used about 6 small potatoes, 1 whole onion that I've just quartered, and a bunch of garlic. Now what's gonna happen is you're gonna eat this with some bread because of all of the juices that are gonna release, okay? And what's gonna happen is the garlic is gonna become into a paste. You're gonna smear that garlic on your bread because it's gonna act like your butter, and you will have the most amazing chicken potato bake ever. You need to make this and tell me how you like it. So we're gonna put the remaining marinade on there. And you know, a little bit more TLC, get that in there. You want to make sure to have your chicken on top and then any remaining potatoes and onions around and under the chicken. You really don't want to have this all in one even layer because any juices that will come out will evaporate. And like I said, we are going to be soaking some bread in this, so you really want all that liquid and juice to just stay at the bottom of the pan, and whatever is on the surface will crisp up and caramelize very nicely. So just get that in order. Aside from the juice that's going to be released from the chicken, we're going to add some more pepper paste, some chicken bouillon, or if you don't have that, you can add some salt and water. Mix that very, very well. And then we are going to pour that over the chicken. All right, get that on there. Give it a little shake. Now we are going to cover this with a foil. And then we are going to put it in a 375-degree oven until it is done, about 45 minutes. You want to keep checking on it. I put it on the outside grill just to get a little barbecue flavor, and then you want to take it out and broil it so you can get a nice char on top, like so. It's going to be so crispy, a charred flavor, barbecue flavor, and It's gonna be so juicy. The meat falls right off the bone. And as you can see, I am not a fork and knife kind of person. Okay, it's gonna get me a while to get that bite in my mouth. I usually just go in with my hands. Because listen, I mean, food is comfort. I go in straight with my hands. Nobody ever, ain't nobody got time for a knife and fork, guys. You should be going in there with some bread, not knife and fork, okay? Do as I say, not as I do. And you can see just how juicy that chicken is. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quarantine recipe, if you will, with me. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and make sure to follow me on my socials. I will have them linked down below, and I will see you next time. Take care.